Brad Stevens and the Celtics still in search of win number one. Sunday evening in Detroit to take on the Pistons, who got a big addition to their lineup. Brandon Jennings wearing the face mask, making his debut in Detroit. Came over from Milwaukee, missed the first few games with a fractured jaw. Now Jennings checks in, and less than a minute into his Detroit career, he does that. The steal and then the bucket. Detroit doubling up Boston early on. Now Andre Drummond working inside. It's no good, but there for the putback is Greg Monroe. Jordan Crawford driving for Boston. Eludes the defense and goes in lefty style. That brought Boston within one. Kelly Olynyk working down low, but he has to deal with a little bit of rejection. Andre Drummond swats it, and it's finished off on the other end by Brandon Jennings. Detroit by 3. Monroe to Drummond. He had 10 points in the first half. The starting front court for the Pistons combined for 26 over the first two quarters. They led it by 10 at the break. Monroe coming in on the offensive glass. Then Monroe attacking. He had 15 points, 7 offensive rebounds. He was a perfect 3 of 3 in the third quarter. Kelly Olynyk, 15 points, 63-54. Boston still trailing. Now Jordan Crawford running the break. And then he finds Avery Bradley, the spot up 3, capping a 24-9 Boston run to tie the game. But a couple of possessions later, Detroit able to start up a 10-0 run. Kyle Singler making it 68-65. Brandon Jennings not wearing the face mask and still able to knock down the triple. He had 14 points, 4 assists in his Detroit debut. Bradley, part of a 10-2 run for Boston. He had 13. That gets him back within 2. But another new addition for Detroit. Under a minute to go, Josh Smith, 15.7 rebounds in Detroit, ends up with a double-digit victory, keeping Brad Stevens and the Celtics winless at 0-3. The starting front court for the Pistons, much made about them this offseason. They combined for 45 points and 29 rebounds as the Pistons get the W.